Yo everyone, welcome back to another video. Today is going to be a video based on the best way to set up Streamlabs quick and easy basic settings and how to record. Best settings I use, but it varies for everyone else because everyone else has different components in your computer, so don't always copy everything that people say online. I'm giving you the best way to download, best way to make it run smoothly without any problems. But guys, I do just want to say a massive sorry for yesterday's stream, for ending it early, because yesterday it was a bit of an early one, but I ended it quite early because I just wanted to have a few day break from the streaming, as I have dedicated over 7 days a week for over 9 hours every single day to stream for you guys. I really do love streaming, and I do just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has supported my journey to 1.1k, and we are still growing today, tomorrow, and next week on. Let's just get straight into the video. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. If you guys do, make sure to smash that subscribe button right now, and I will see you straight in the video. So first things first, we are on the website. As you can see straight up, first of all, I would say make an account. It sounds stupid, but I always make sure I do make an account. We're on F11 right now, so it's full screen. But yeah, make sure to make an account first. So you'd sign up, or if you have an account, just log in. And then once you've done that, you want to make sure to download Streamlabs, as you can see on the top right, top left. And then you want to go straight down to the bottom, wait for it to download. Once it's downloaded, I already have it downloaded, so I will click cancel. But after that, you want to go straight over to the program. We will go straight into that right now. So see you in a minute. So guys, once you have downloaded it, you will see it right there. Sorry, it's on the other monitor, but you will see it right there, and then you want to click it, and it will come up with an administrator. Do you want to allow this app to make changes to your device? You want to click yes. Once you click yes, it will come up and it will start downloading. It normally takes a few seconds to come up. There you are, it's on the right hand screen. Sorry, I'm on the second monitor today because my first monitor is packed with tons of different crap, so I do apologize about that. But as you can see on the screen right now, you want to make sure to agree. If you want to read it all, it will take you, I would say, about 40 minutes to read all of that if you guys are, but it's all just saying, do you agree with their license? So you want to click agree. You want to click install. I personally would install it on the C drive if you are going to use it. Quicker startup and stuff, so it'd be very key to put on the C drive. But if you don't, just chuck it on your second hard drive, not your SSD. So you make sure to click install. And then once it is installed, as I already have it, I'm going to cancel it. But once it's installed, we will get straight into it right now, and I'll show you what to do after it's installed. So see you in a minute. As you can see on the screen right now, you will see that it says that it's going to show, if that makes sense. You can see on screen now that I'm on Streamlabs. It will probably come up with like a system optimization or the best settings, and it will go through and test everything, which will be your bit rate, how much upload speed you are getting in kilobytes, and then it will decide what the best settings are for you. I personally wouldn't go for them. I would go for your own settings, you know, mess around with them, and we will get into that once we get further on into the video. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I literally am re-recording this clip, and there's another clip. Basically, I forgot to put my display capture on, so instead I've had to re-record it. It was like 4 minutes long, and there's a black screen for the whole 4 minutes. So let's get straight into it. Basically, as you can see, we're on here. Once you're on here, you want to start a new Windows, and you want to click here. And once you've done that, I have to use a display capture right now to be able to show the screen and what I'm doing on Streamlabs. But yes, let's get straight into the audio tab. You don't want to mess up anything here. You could do that all later on, but the first thing first, you want to go straight to audio. And in audio, the main things that you want to be touching is all of these. And you only need 2 of these. So the first one is your device audio, which is your desktop audio, and you want to make sure that's to your headset or whatever you're using as playback. So for example, whatever's going, wherever your game sound is going, or your music, or whatever you're playing, you want to make sure you click that. And then you want your mic/auxiliary device, which in my case is my Blue Yeti, as I'm using right now. And then you can also customize the audio and stuff, which we'll get into in a minute. Okay. So let's move on to the general output tab. As you guys can see, I'm on the advanced mode, but the way it works is how many cores you have. So if you have a CPU that has, I would say, between 6 to 8 cores, I would say go with that, stream with your CPU. But then if you have a lot of room on your graphics card and your graphics card isn't being stressed out when you're playing games, if you've got quite an up-to-date graphics card, which could be an up-to-date GTX or even an RTX, depending on what you're using, but yes, I would either suggest, people say that graphics vary for Streamlabs if you use your graphics card. I've never really had a difference on the quality slash graphics. I've always tried to use my CPU, as I've got eight cores now, which is a lot of room to play with, and there's a lot of room that isn't being used. So the only good thing with CPU is that you can change the CPU usage. So the lower you make it, which is the slower you make it, so it goes ultra fast and faster or whatever, and then that I will show you CPU right now. Usage. You see ultra fast, super fast, very fast, faster, and the best one for the best quality, which makes sure CPU very stressed out, is Placebo, is that how you pronounce it? I don't know. But I normally run at about fast slash medium, depending on what your CPU is and the megahertz it runs at. When you overclock it, or if you don't overclock it, then that's fair enough. But I'd say if you're rocking between a 6 to 8 core CPU and you're using a CPU, then I would say run at between fast and medium, no lower, because you don't want to stress your computer out at all, as honestly it won't end well. Next thing is the bit rate. As you guys are going to see, I'm going to show you how to get your bit rate. So you want to go to such thing as speed test, and yeah. Can I quickly just point out, I do apologise for sounding dead. Basically, my nose is all bunged up and I'm trying to deal with it. It's just a pain in the arse, so I do apologise about me sounding absolutely dead. I literally am re-recording this right now, so I do apologise, but let's get straight back into it. So yes, you want to go to speed test, and then you want to go to settings, and you want to make sure that it's on kilobits. KBPS. Once it's on that, then you click go. Basically, the only reason it's saying that is to get into kilobits, which shows you exactly how much upload speed you're getting, to then decide what you can use. So as you can see, I'm pulling about 50 kilobits, maybe 45 at average for download speed, and then you got to wait for the upload speed. This should take about 25 seconds in total. I'm pretty sure the tests are like 8 seconds long, maybe longer, but as you guys can see, I'm getting 10, average of 10, so I would chuck it about 5, because everyone else in the house, and you got to think that everyone is going to use the Wi-Fi, and then you also need to play the game as well. That's going to use upload speed as well. So let's go back over to Streamlabs, as you guys can see now, and here you want to make sure, I personally would say put it at half, depending on how much people use the bitrate in your house, like the upload speed and stuff. I would put it about half. At the minute I'm rocking about 4,000, because I'm only streaming 720, but yes, I will show you right now what the other settings we need. So as you guys can see on the screen right now, for 2K they say bitrate of 35 to 45 megabits, which in kilobytes, or however you pronounce it, that is 35 to 45,000. And then 1440p is 16, and then 1080 is 8, and then 720 is 5. If I'm honest, it depends on how you want to run it. This is for 30 frames, but if you want to do 60 frames, then yeah, people normally say go over the extra, just so you have that extra leeway. I personally would say if you're going to stream at 720 and you want it at 60 frames, this isn't as accurate as what I've seen before, but I would say maybe about 5 to 6 megabits, which gives you that extra leeway, but also doesn't overstress it with your Wi-Fi, because you don't want to over push your Wi-Fi, because then you'll have problems where your stream just starts lagging out and then your stream will just stop itself, especially if you're using YouTube. I've had it several times when I was testing out the new Wi-Fi, and it just kept ending, and it was just a pain in the arse, if I'm honest. But let's get straight into putting the bitrate in and then moving on to the next cans. So I'll see. Okay, so as you guys can see on the output tab, you can see the keyframe interval, and with the keyframe interval, the way it works is basically instead of sending singular frames and differences, it sends an entire frame, which is 2 seconds for people to catch up on where you are in the stream, if that makes sense. It's the quickest way to explain it, but yeah, make sure to set that to 2 if you haven't already, and then preset you want to chuck it on max quality if you are running through your graphics card. In my opinion, max quality, always make sure it just has that extra standing outness, if that makes sense, more aesthetic, if that's the word. I'm not very good with pronouncing and wording, but also make sure to put your profile on high. It makes it so it's the highest priority you can put it on, and all these little things. It may not work for you, so I'm just going to put out there now, if this doesn't work, and you know, if you try it on medium or low, then, or main, or just normal profile, then you will probably have a better output depending on what graphics card you have. But if I'm honest, not every single feature that I'm showing in today's video will go for every single one, because someone might have a 8 gigabyte graphics card, but then have a very crap graphics card, if you know what I mean. So it all depends on what graphics card you have. Every different component works differently, so please don't sit there and watch all these other videos that sit there and say, oh yeah, do this, make sure to put on like 90,000 bitrate and like keyframe blah blah. Seriously, I'm just trying to give you the best advice, because I know how hard it is when it comes to streaming and recording. I've watched millions of them videos when I was first starting out streaming. I copied their settings and my stream looked horrendous, but they promised me 1080p. So trust me, I know where you guys are coming from if you guys are watching and you need help. But yes, make sure to copy these settings down. But if you don't, then just lower them slightly if they aren't to what you class as 720p. But yeah, I'd personally say if you have an 8 gigabyte graphics card, then make sure to put the preset on max quality, or if you want just performance, then put it on max performance. If I'm honest, I don't drastically change the quality, but it can give you them extra pixels to make it look a lot better, you know what I mean? So basically, to get your stream key, as you can see when you click on stream, you want to make sure that you pick the right service, which in streaming services is YouTube, Mixer, Twitter, and other stuff such as Restream, which you could stream to multiple things at once. Once you've done that, then you want to decide which one you want, and then you want to go over to something like YouTube, which I'm going to be using, so I'll use it as an example. Once you're on YouTube, you then want to click up here and then click go live. Once you click go live, you then want to click here, as you guys can see, and click you reuse settings, as I already stream every single day, and then make sure you click it no, it's not made for kids, and it will show everything that I use, and then it will come up, it will load. It takes a little bit, but then once it's done, you want to click ultra low. First of all, make sure it is on ultra low for no delay, the less delay you can. And then after that, you want to go over here, which is your stream key. If you have used this stream key and it's not working, you can just go up here and click create new stream key, and then you type in what you want the quality to be. So if you want it to be a 720 encoder, just type in 720, and then it will make a key for you. Make sure to click it like here, and then you just click copy, and then you go over to Streamlabs. I'm losing my mind right now, and then you just paste it in there. And then I'm not going to show it because I don't want you to see the stream key that I'm using. But yes, I also make sure to click primary. If I'm honest, there's not really much difference, but people have said that the backup servers are less helpful than primary, if that makes sense. I don't really know how to explain it, but hopefully that did help you. But let's get straight on to the next bit. Literally is the recording tab, nothing special, you know. You can pick which recording you're going to use, like which encoder you're going to use, either your graphics card or your software. but I personally would just stick with my CPU, because I don't see a problem with any quality differences, so I would just stick with my CPU. And it's pretty basic, you can't really change the type or anything, but you want to make sure you click the recording path where you guys want it to go, and then recording format, I always stick in MP4. You don't want to be sitting there compressing files into different formats and stuff. It's a pain in the ass and it makes the quality worse, so just chuck it on MP4 unless you guys want to use MOV. I personally would suggest it. But yeah, apart from that, you want to make sure you click the audio track 1, and let's go straight into the audio tab. But here we are on the advanced tab, and my process priority, I normally chuck it on about above normal. Never put it on high, because then that literally is putting that as a priority compared to every other thing. It's like when you put a Fortnite on real time. If you guys know what that is, when you go to details when you're in task manager, if you put it on real time, then it literally prioritizes everything, which is including, it goes before Windows, and it just doesn't, it will cause problems in the end. So I keep it above normal, it's that steady sort of position. And then the video, you want to make sure to put it, I personally use my graphics colors, which is the I can't talk YUV color space, and the color range, but I normally use my graphics card as a rendering. When it comes to recording though, that is the output, and then the audio, it's up to you, that's the monitoring. So if you want to hear playback and stuff, then just pick which device you want. So if I was to stick it here, which is my headset that I'm using right now, you'd be able to hear me. And then recording, don't touch any of this. Replay buffer. The main thing on this tab is the stream delay. If you guys want a stream delay without going into YouTube, if you put YouTube on 0 latency and then you go straight over to here and put a delay on and then click enable, then there you are. You can pick your delay. I'm pretty sure you can go down to 10. You can't go any lower than 10 seconds though, on here. And then auto reconnect. If you guys are having streaming problems and your stream keeps cutting out and not connecting to YouTube, then you can use a retry, which I like to use because then it doesn't end the stream automatically. It will keep retrying and retrying and retrying. But yeah, maximum retries is 20. You can up that if you guys want, but if it does it more than 20 times, then you're clearly having problems. Your bitrate must be wrong, or you're stressing your CPU out too much. As you can see for the video tab, it's 920. When it comes to video, I downscale at the minute because I can't stream in 1080p. It's a bit pointless, because I haven't got the bitrate for it. So I would do a 920 by 1080 and then a 1280 by 720. And then for the downscale filter, yes, I said that right. I put it by cubic, but people will go for the 32 samples, which is fair enough, which I'm probably going to put it at just so it's a lot more sharper and clean. But the minute I'm just looking at buying new Wi-Fi so I can get that stream quality better, because 720 is awful, and I do not know why it's at 30 frames. I recently just reset my PC, so all these Streamlabs settings are literally what it suggested to me. So I now know why my stream was a bit laggy yesterday. Thank God I've recorded this video today. But yes, that's everything. Make sure to chuck it on 60 frames if you can, or if you want to have less problems, then just chuck it in 30. If I'm honest, when it comes to streaming and you're running in 720p, it's not as if you can see a lot of quality anyway. So just chuck it on 30 to 60 frames if you guys haven't on it. But if I'm honest, the stream key is literally, I'll have to change that now. But yes, the stream key is very easy to do. And yeah, that's about it. If you guys did enjoy it, please make sure to like and subscribe. And I will see you in the next video. It's your boy Zanik, and I will see you later.